Hi, I'm Wendy Patton, and what I want to show you today is how to make calls to real estate agents. When you're doing a lease with an option to buy, 95% of my deals at least come from real estate agents. So I'm going to show you how to look up things that are listed by real estate agents, what to look for, and then what to say to them. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, I'm not going to say that I'm a real estate agent because I want to show you how to do it even if you're not a real estate agent. Then I'll show you one as a real estate agent as well.
This is Barb.
Hi, Barb?
Yes.
Hi, Barb. My name is Wendy. I was calling you about a house that I saw for sale. And I wondered if it's still available or if you could tell me a little bit about it.
Which one is it?
It's on Camilla. I think it's Camilla?
Yes.
Okay.
It's still available.
Okay.
And I'm driving, so I'm trying to think.
That's all right.
Footage in there. It's got 3 stories. It's got a finished walkout basement. It's in Lake Orion.
Okay. Lake Orion Schools?
But
It's Lake Orion Schools, right?
yes, you got
Okay.
it.
All right.
Yes, and it's. I mean, if you want to get online, you can do the virtual tour of it.
Oh, okay. I could do that.
Yeah, I'll give you my website.
Okay.
It's www.barb, B-A-R-B, and Tom, T-O-M,
Okay.
and that's homes, Homes.com.
Okay.
And then you click view our listings, and then you go down to Camilla, and you can do the virtual tour from there.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I've been driving by it for a while, and it seems like it's been for sale for a while. Is there anything
It has
that...
been probably for about, I'm trying to think, maybe 7 months.
Okay.
We have it for lease with option to purchase now, plus for sale. We started out at, I forgot what we started at, 220 or something. Now we're down to 169.
Okay. What are the terms on the lease with option to buy? That's really what I'm looking for.
Lease with option to purchase. You gotta have option money to make it legal. So whether you have, like $5,000 down, a couple $1,000s down, or if you put like $200 a month or something towards your option at the end.
Okay.
But somewhere we have to have the option money. $1,400 a month,
Okay.
and that's about it. So you need like a month, 2.5 months. 1.5 being your security deposit, and then first month's rent when you do exchange of keys.
Okay, super. And is it available now?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
It's vacant. It's available and ready to go.
Okay, super. Well, thank you so much. How about if I'm gonna look up the virtual tour and then I'll give you a call back if I want to see the inside of it.
That's not a problem. I'd be more than happy to show it to you.
Thanks, Barb.
Okay. You have a
Okay.
great day. Let me know if you need anything else.
Thanks. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, here's the scoop. So Barb answers. I want to explain this because the funny thing is, nowhere in this listing does it say it's for rent with option to buy. That's the reason I called it. It's easy to find the ones that say rent with option to buy because you can do a search on the MLS on rent with option to buy. But this particular one didn't even say anywhere on here that it's for lease or option to buy. And here it came out with, I didn't even have to say that. She said it to me. So I'm going to have to go check this one out because this one, it's 2,300 square feet with a 1,000 square foot walkout finished basement. So about 3,300 square foot, very nice, newer construction looking home. Built in 94, so it's fairly new. And it's been listed since, it's been listed 9 months. She said 7, but it's been 9 months according to the sheet. She doesn't know I was an agent. And the one mistake also she did as an agent, she should have said, let me get your name and number, Wendy. Are you working with anyone? But anyway, she just sent me to her website. It's probably one of the reasons this particular house isn't sold, because I could have this house sold, this particular deal, I could have this sold within 2 days right now by listing this sucker on Craigslist with those details. So if you're an agent, that's the kind of stuff you can do. I can find a buyer for this as an agent and get commission. As an investor, I could go ahead and buy this sandwich lease option to somebody else. A really good opportunity in that one. Okay, now I'm going to call an agent that I happen to know. I haven't done any deal. I don't even know if we've ever done a lease option together. I know I've bought properties from him in the past, but he's a pretty big listing agent, so he's got lots of listings. That means lots of possibilities for sellers that might be able to do this. So his name is Lee. Hi, Lee.
Yes,
Hey, Lee, it's Wendy, Patton. How are you today?
good.
Hey, did I catch you at a good time?
Yeah, I'm showing some condos.
Oh,
Could I call you back maybe in a little bit, or is it just, do you have a quick question? or?
just real quick, if you can answer for me. Your Highlander, is that a possible of a lease to own?
I don't know. He's an attorney, and he's an old style attorney, so I
Never
don't
mind.
Say, there's no way it could work, because maybe he possibly would,
I've done that before. I don't buy from attorneys. No.
If you want to take a look at it.
Do you have any other listings, Lee, where maybe the sellers might be able to do that, where it's vacant, they're not in foreclosure, not a short sale, but they
No, right now, that's 90% of our market.
is what?
Short sale, foreclosure,
How about the other 10%? You got any of those?
No, this is the only one I can think of right now.
Okay.
He owns it pretty clear.
Oh. Okay, so maybe he can. Is he still living there?
No.
Okay.
Oh, right now I think he's in Florida. He lives in Elk Rapids.
How about a land contract on it?
He might consider that.
Would he be more likely to do that than a lease option?
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be my guess.
Okay. Well, it might be worth looking at. Okay. I appreciate it, Lee. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Okay, so what I did there is I asked him about, I don't ever take a real estate agent's answer of a no as a no. I'll always ask another question. Well, do you have any other listings where your sellers might be able to consider something like a rent to own? And one of the questions that you can always ask an agent is, do you ever have a seller that has said something to you like, hey, if my home doesn't sell soon, I might have to rent it? Bingo, now you know that particular seller might be a really good lease option candidate and someone that I would be interested in buying a home from. Now this particular one, I kind of joke about the attorney thing, but if you've read my books and you've seen some of my articles, I'm not really kidding about that. I don't buy from attorneys, not on a lease to own, because if anything did go wrong, they will just drag you out in court. That can be a real pain. Now, a land contract is something it's called a contract for deed as well. It's not available in every state in the country, but it is available in many states, including the Midwest, and or it might be called something different. Basically, it would be seller financing. This particular owner owns it free and clear, which means you might be able to get some really good terms, and he's not living there anymore. Bingo might be a good one. Just got to watch that attorney thing, okay? I also wanted to comment that agent said 90% of our market is foreclosures and short sales. Honestly, it's not quite that high, but that's how some agents feel. And so I'm going to joke back and say something about the other 10%, which is what I did. The interesting thing is I made 2 calls, 2 people that answered. Well, I made more than 2 calls. 2 people answered. And what I had done is I had just taken my MLS and gone through and picked out listings that were not saying anything about a foreclosure or short sale. And I focused on those. And guess what? 2 out of 2 said yes. I mean, and we're in the worst market in the country, Michigan. Okay, that's the worst market you can be in. So this works anywhere in the country. It doesn't matter how slow your market is, how hot your market is. I started doing these in the early 90s, and our market was really hot, 10% appreciation every year. And of course, back then, this same agent that I just called on this one was like, hey, we don't do those. We don't need to do those. Our market is so good. And now, of course, he's thinking of, they're trying to be creative and think about things because they're hurting as well. Got to be thinking about how to creatively solve the seller's problem and work with the real estate agents. Notice, I didn't even talk about commission with these agents when I brought this up. I didn't even bring it up. Now, of course, my course talks about how to do that, how to help them get some of their commission right now, so they'll really be working for you and finding even more deals than what they might have listed as well. So definitely check that out.